Do 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 do. The fuck do you mean? Bitch, I know that ain't true. The fuck? Do 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 do. What the fuck is going on here? Bullseye! Chris, how's it going, guys? Guys, I'm losing my shit. What the fuck? YouTube is saying I'm offline. I'm streaming. What do you mean? I know I'm not offline, brother. Bullseye, my character might end up just being genuinely a fucking NPC, so I don't know if I want to put in all that. Because at this point, I don't know if I'm going to be able to ever fucking join at the time you guys do D&D, so I just don't even know. Bro, my YouTube is genuinely telling me I'm off. I'm trying to put on some music, background music, and my YouTube is telling me I'm offline. There's no fucking way. What are we talking about? Ah, we got it. Whew. Phew. We're okay, boys. We're okay. Before anyone tells me chat isn't updating, I fucking know. I just had bigger concerns. Give me a minute. Goddamn. Brother. Yeehaw. Alright. Sorry about the last couple of days, guys. I know it's been like 4 days without streams. I apologize. But we're chilling. We're chilling. We're streaming today. We're gonna be streaming the rest of this week. We're ready for the move on a Wednesday, but my house is near a highway and it's loud as shit without my stuff to bounce the noise. Well, hey, congrats on the move, Chris. Congrats on getting it done. Nice shit. Aaron, how's it going, man? Yep. Good shit, Chris. Okay. So, plan for this week, okay? Plan for this week. I do not know to which extent this is possible. I want to be clear, okay? I got no fucking clue. But, big butts, my big butt, is I would like to try to get to 700 by next week. Now, the weekdays are going to be like regular streams, okay? So like 6 or 7 chapters or so. 6, 7. I will stop. Right? But Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'm home alone and there's no work. Because Monday's stat holiday. Saturday, Sunday's fucking Saturday, Sunday. Alright? So, if we can do like 40 or 50 chapters through the weekdays, like today, and then we can do like 15 chapters a day on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we can get to like 700. Is this possible? I do not know. Will I do it? I do not know. But I will try. Listen, I would rather aim for the moon so that even if I miss, I may land amongst the stars. Not my words, but good words. I have to move into a hotel on Saturday, so I'll most likely move. Yeah, Chris, no worries, man. I know you're moving. No worries at all. Take your time, all right? Just make sure you get everything done. Take it slow. It's all good. Don't sweat it, all right? Everything's gonna be good, man. Oh, cringe! Queen, how's it going? How you doing? Long time no see. This is not even true. I saw you like a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Just popping in before bed. Nice. Oh, yeah. So, I assume, like, your bedtime is crazy to me. Like, 8:30 is wild shit. I wish. I do not. I want to be clear. I sleep like 6 hours a night. I love it. I go to sleep at like between 1 and 2 a.m. every day, and I wake up at like 7:30 for work. So my shit's goated. Listen, in my mind, sleep is when you are closest to death. Why would I wish to be close to death? I sleep around 9:30. You sleep around 9:30? Oh, well, then you got plenty of time. Good for you. I need to relax. Hey, I hear you. Listen, I'm not saying like sometimes, you know, if I'm really tired or whatever, I'll just like go lay in bed and just like scroll YouTube or whatever, or like watch, just to like chill. That's a separate issue, okay? But I ain't sleeping because that's just time lost. Like, I'm not doing shit. I'm not learning nothing. I'm not denial. No. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, good lord. Sorry. Fucking cringe. Okay. Okay. No, it has to be something like... Selec? Celts? Oh my god, this is so cringe. Okay. Unhinged, how's it going, man? I really shouldn't have done World today. I actually get bored staying up too long. You gotta do more. Just gotta do something you find exciting. You know, you're up. You're like, all right, boys, what are we doing? I'm gonna go play Valorant and kill myself when I lose 3 games in a row. Of course, it's my teammates' fault. Okay. The fact that I was triple negative is neither here nor there. Okay. Hey man, how's it going? Sorry, would it, I apologize if I fucked this up, I apologize. Would it be Sajid? Is that okay? Unhinged, you are not doing a level 1 run, you fucking liar, okay? You couldn't do a level 60 run if your fucking life depended on it, okay? Shut the fuck, I've seen you play, motherfucker. I've seen you play. Shut the fuck up. Bro, even with the what's the fucking like OP dex build thing that you can beat Tree Sentinel level 1 first try, you're a fucking liar, bro. You're a liar. Can you beat Tree Sentinel on level 1? Yeah, easy shit, no problem. No problem. I could probably do it in like 5 or 6 tries, okay? No problem. Listen, I bet I'm such a Souls veteran right now. Do it. Dude, I could genuinely beat, hold on, Genichiro final, like before, Ishin without dying once, okay? I could do it. Where's that Elden Ring stream? I want to talk about it. I could do that. Awareness, how's it going, man? How you doing? Okay. Genuinely, no one even asked, but I'm going to. Let's go, boys. Let's boot up a bit of Sekiro, okay? Okay. He can try, can't he? Hold on. No one asked for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, boys. We're playing a... Have you bought Crimson Desert yet? Not yet, no. Okay, listen, I will, but I have a week off in June. I plan on grinding the piss out of it then. Because my problem is I don't do stuff half-assed. No, Chris, I'm doing this for you, okay? You say the word, I buy right now, okay? I'm doing this for you, Chris. I don't do stuff half-assed, okay? Which means if I download fucking Crimson Desert, I'm skipping streams to play that bitch, okay? There's no streams for like a week, at least. I'm trying to buy it when I have plenty of time so that I don't need to, okay? So that I don't need to skip stream. I can like spend a shit ton of time and stream. I'll fucking buy it right now. Just fucking say the word. I'll buy it right now, motherfucker. You don't want me to, okay? Kami, let me check DMs. Hold on. Fuck. What's up? Music Eridus? Yeah, you got it. Aw, hey buddy, how's it going? Okay. Please do, the game is addicting. Yeah, but you don't want me to get addicted to it, bro. This whole shit's whack. Thanks, Kami. I appreciate it. I love you, buddy. I'm just gonna turn off my music. You can turn yours on whenever you get a second. It's all calm. Okay. I'm so curious. Okay. I'm going buy, bro. I'll do it. Okay. I'm gonna buy it. The game looks good. The game looks good. I just, again, my problem is as soon as I do, you guys do not. Dude, I am such a fucking. Dude, I get fixated on stuff like my autism kicks in, and this shit is whack. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Hold on. Kami, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Okay. Why does the game have no audio? I don't know. Hold on, I'll try and see if I can fix it. Fuck! Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that fucking... Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that. That sucks. Oh, that's so cringe. I'm gonna get hit by it for sure. I just... Oh, nailed it. Okay, got it. I'm gonna try to beat him and Ishin without dying. I don't know if I can, but it's been a little bit since I've played Sekiro. Honestly, I've been no-lifing Valo again, which is depressing as shit, because I'm basically where I was like a couple years back, which is not good, bro. I don't want to be back in Valo hellhole, okay? I'm just stuck in Elo hell. Okay, if I can no okay, Harsh, I don't want to hear it from you, okay? Fuck you. Okay, Sajid, you're no, Sajid, you asked the question, you bitch. You weren't supposed to. No, you're not supposed to ask the question. No. Okay. On a serious note, my all-time peak was like plat. And right now, because I'm coming back after like a really long, if I haven't played ranked, honestly, but if I was to, I'd probably be gold if I'm gold on a good day, honestly. Okay, maybe not on a good, like gold probably right now, which is whack. I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it. No, Sajid, you weren't supposed to ask it, man. Okay, first two phases, no hit, even despite fucking pausing the game, nearly getting rolled. That's pretty good. Last time I played was 2 years ago. I was plat. Okay. So you're not gonna shit on me. We're fine. I'm okay. No. I've never played League, honestly. Like my friend tried to get me into it. My friend Julian tried to get me into it, and I was like, nah, bro. That shit looks too holeless. I can't. Listen, is Valo any less holeless than League? No. But it feels like it, okay? So I don't want to hear it. Harsh, see, I beat you to it, motherfucker. I beat you to it. League is fun if you're playing. Bro, I can't play anything ranked with... Dude, I will lose friends if I'm playing ranked. If I'm playing ranked, I need a solo queue, which I know sounds whack because it's like you're solo queuing with randos. But genuinely, if I can't play ranked with friends because I will genuinely start losing my shit. Motherfucker, why aren't you watching your fucking lane? Where's your utility? I can't. No, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Okay, no hit for Genichiro, okay? No hit for Genichiro. Only with those conditions can one enjoy. No, I can't. Bro. I can't play ranked. I can't even play ranked like Valo with my friends. I'll genuinely start losing my shit. Sajid, who's your main? What's better, this or Elden Ring? Okay, so hey there. It depends on which level you're asking. If you're talking story-wise, it's Elden Ring. It's not even fucking close. If you're playing just like over, let's say theoretically they're both like $40 and you're like, all right, I can buy one. Which one would you recommend? The answer is Elden Ring. It's not even fucking close, okay? Just because the amount of play hours you can get out of Elden Ring just is crazy. That being said, the combat in Sekiro I think is more fun now that I'm decent at it, but Sekiro is like also the game that I dropped several times because I was so shit at it. How many kittens have you conquered so far? What the fuck are we talking about? I watch Elden Ring lore videos. It's insane. Dude, again, the Elden Ring lore was created by, not all, but created in part by George R.R. Martin, right? The Raiding E-Girls? The fuck? What the fuck are you talking about, Kami? I used to be so good at COD, but I stopped playing. Chris, I will Cypher Omen Killjoy if I have to. Okay. Nice. Okay. So I played so much COD growing up. It's not even fucking funny, okay? I played so much. I will 1v1 you on Rust any day of the week, okay? I will buy Modern Warfare 2 just to 1v1 you on Rust, brother. God, I used to be so good. Oh. Okay, no hit for both of the Genichiros, okay? I don't know if anyone's keeping track. But no hit. Not only have I been no deaths so far, no hit, okay? And I'm talking to chat, and we're entertaining chat. Oh god, no! He hit me! He's touching me all over the place. Hold on, no. Let my stagger meter come down. Hold on, I got too cocky, hold on. No! No, I missed the parry timeout. Dude, this is so whack. Hold on. Dude, I spoke to... Dude, missing that is genuinely whack. Hold on. Okay, Kami, I'll have to check that out later, okay? I can't right now. This is a matter of life and death. I'm literally one tap away right now. Ain't no fucking way. Phase 1? I'm fucking washed. Oh my god. Phase 1 Ishin, I'm dying? Bro, what the fuck is happening? That's a perfect Mikiri counter timing. Why is my shit... I'm gonna kill myself. No! Hold on. I got one more. Okay. I got one run back. Hold on. Fuck. Dude, that was phase 1? That's so embarrassing. Okay. I'm not even reading chat. You guys can fuck off. Okay, I'm not reading chat. I just gotta stun lock him. I just gotta stun lock him into that combo and then get him out of phase 1. Phase 2, and I've spent so much more time on. Oh, come on, seriously? Fucking cringe! Missed the timing on that. Oh, I'm genuinely whacked. Thank you. I don't know how to play soccer or any of the Souls games. Oh, dude, you gotta play Souls games. They're so good. Okay. I can beat him. Oh, don't stop! Oh, you bitch! He's resetting his stagger meter. He's wasting time. What a bitch. How many hours do you have in Elden Ring? I can check on my Steam. I don't know offhand, honestly, but I can check on my Steam. It's probably not going to be that many, if I'm honest. Dude, I fucking hate this guy because he calls himself the Sword Saint, and this motherfucker barely uses his sword, okay? He's either using his spear or his fucking Glock, calling himself the Sword Saint. This motherfucker. His phase 1, which is sword only, is a fucking, well, yeah, but Unhinged, you only have 500 because it took you that long to do your first playthrough because you're whack, you know? Dude, he's genuinely just wasting time for his dagger meter to go down. He's cheating! Ref, fucking call it, bro. He's running the clock out. He's running away from me. I'm gonna kill myself. Dude, how long have I been in phase 2? Like, this is the fucking longest phase 2 in the universe. Come on. Okay, phase 3. Thank fucking Christ. Come on. Let me heal. Okay, now I got him. The only way for him to beat me in phase 3 is if he never does any lightning. Because lightning, I can do lightning reversal basically 100% of the time. So unless he starts spamming this shit, because that's a fucking annoying attack. Or that one. Thank you. Got him. Okay, in fairness, I did say I get 1 get back, right? Okay, I got him in 1 get back. That, I feel like 1 death for the 3 bosses is quite decent. For reference, I fought the skill check of Sekiro, which is Genichiro. I fought his first phase, which is his Genichiro again, and then I fought him, who's the final boss of the true ending of the game. So I feel like 1 death for the 3 bosses is not bad, okay? And especially because I no-hit 2 of them, so dude, Harsh, it's fair, right? Why the fuck does the Sword Saint have a fucking spear he pulls out of his ass and a fucking Glock? Come on. Have you read Shadow Slave? I have not read Shadow Slave. I thought about reading Shadow Slave, and half of my community threatened to leave me, so no Shadow Slave. Reverend Insanity after COI is done, though. Reverend Insanity after COI is done. I mentioned Shadow Slave, and my mod, who's sitting right here, Kami, just said no. Not even no. No disc, no maybe, nothing. No. All right. I will admit the current SS arc is pretty interesting. Yeah. No, I'm sure the starting would be pretty good too, just based on like. Obviously, like if it's considered the big 3, then it like you can say like, for example, like okay, I don't think this is the case anymore, but like before 1,000 Year Blood War, you could easily say like, okay, Bleach is the worst of the big 3 before 1,000 Year Blood War. Okay, you could say that. I don't imagine many people say that anymore, but you could say that. Okay, but even then, you'd be like, listen, it's fucking Bleach. Okay, it's the big 3 of shonen. The first fucking 2 or 3 arcs of Bleach were the most goated shit ever. The Soul Society arc, like Soul Society arc where they go to rescue Rukia. This motherfucker pulls up in his Bankai for the first time. Oh my god! Genuinely, some of the hardest shit in the fucking universe. You're like, what? Hides under the counter. Yeah, like I now think in my book it probably, as much as I hate to say it because I love Naruto, because Naruto is like my first ever anime, I feel like it was for a lot of people. Naruto is like the weakest of the big three. It goes One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. And that's sad. That's sad because I love Naruto. I love Jiraiya. I love Itachi. I love, you know, Pain. There's so much cool shit, but god damn, it's not even close. Oh, dude, I wish I could show the clip of okay, if you guys haven't seen Thousand Year Blood Work, I'm sorry, spoilers. But there's a moment when Ichigo arrives in the Soul Society and those guys are getting fucking wiped, okay? The entire Sarate is just getting fucking double fisted, okay? It's rough. Byakuya, who was once like a primary antagonist of like the first arc, was like, he was like a super prideful guy. He goes, I am sorry. He's like dying because he's like lost his fight. He's like on the verge of death, and he goes, I am sorry for the terrible audacity to ask a human this favor, but Ichigo Kurosaki saves Soul Society. Oh, it's such a hard scene. Oh, Ichigo doesn't say anything, and his fucking spiritual pressure flares up so much he starts burning evaporating the rain that's hitting him. Oh, it's so peak, dude. I can't put it on stream because it will get the entire fucking stream taken down. Oh my, okay, maybe just a short, okay, maybe I can do like a short clip at 2x and it'll be fine. Fuck, it's so peak. Oh my god. It's so peak. Oh, it's so peak. Okay, it's a minute 32. I'm gonna fucking kill. My YouTube is telling me I don't fucking have internet. I'm gonna kill myself. I never got interested in Naruto itself. See you on the new channel? Oh, come. It's a sign, don't do it. Dude. Oh, we shouldn't. Oh, it's such a bad idea. Fuck it, we ball boys. Fuck it. Listen, at worst, it's gonna get me one strike. Okay, it'll be fine. Okay, we're watching this bitch and just lay the song, we know it, yeah. End stream and delete VOD after the clip. Okay, you know what? How about we do this? Play the video but mute it and dub over the sound for us. No, I can't. That'll ruin the whole thing. Hold on. Okay. I'm not gonna play it here. I'm gonna play it in the Discord, okay? I'm just pop in a VC in Discord if you can right now. I'm just gonna do it there. Hold on. Oh, it's so peak. We'll do it in Discord. Hold on. We'll be there in 1 second, okay? Hold on.
What the hell was that?
What of Rukia and Renji?
Are they both still alive?
Yeah. Don't worry about them.
But what is all this to you? You are a human. This fight isn't your fight. You have no reason to risk your life for us. I failed in my...
Kami, if I'm not gonna play the fucking, if I'm not gonna play the video on stream, then it needs to be dub.
13 court guard squads.
Even the dub is based as fuck, dude.
I failed to prevent these monsters from invading the Serete. You must forgive me. I realize I have no right to place this burden on you. And yet I must ask this one last favor. Please, will you protect the Soul Society? Ichigo Kurosaki.
Oh, it's so big. It's so big. God, I love the... God, I love 1,000 Year Blood War. Oh, it's so good. Oh. It's so peak. Kami, kill yourself. This motherfucker joins VC, watches me stream my video, and goes, he spoiled me. Kill yourself. Oh my god. Okay, seriously. Okay, 6:01. Okay, we're starting. Late at night, amidst another round of cheers for the magic trick, Lumion downed the candied wine in his hand and exited the bar with a smirk. He could already picture Aurora, if she were around, scoffing. You're so lame, you're actually using the governor of the sea's authority to pull off a magic trick? Deceiving those drunks with the real thing? This is a prank? Lumion responded silently. Being able to utilize superpowers in the governor of the sea's authority, rather than in battle, should be what you desire, right? Isn't this the joy in the future you wanted me to have? In the corridor, illuminated by the wall lamps, Lumion stepped on the creaking floor, making his way back to his first-class suite. Snores and moans occasionally penetrated the walls. Near the stairs, a room stood open, reflecting the dim yellow light of a fire. As Lumion passed by, he turned his head and observed the sacred emblem of life. Bro, fucking harsh. When did 1,000 Year Blood War, the manga, come out? When did... Thousand Year Blood War was started chapter 480. "14 years ago, you motherfucker. 14. And you think I have some... That is older than some motherfuckers in this chat. What are we talking about? Harsh wasn't even an itch in his daddy's ballsack when that shit came out, bro. Are you nuts? Thousand Year Blood War started chapter 480. Chapter 480 was released 14 years ago. I'm not fucking... How many years did that arc last? A while. As Lumion passed by, he turned his head. Yeah, exactly, Harsh. As Lumion passed by, he turned his head and observed the sacred emblem of life representing the Earth Mother engraved on the wall deep in the room. It portrayed a simple infant amidst wheat ears, flowers, spring water, and other symbols. In front of the sacred emblem of life stood a man in brown clergyman robe, no less than 30 years old, with clean eyebrows and a light brown beard, holding a thick book, preaching to the men and women seated in different rooms. Lumion knew this was a prayer room akin to a small, albeit a small and mobile cathedral with a dedicated clergyman, common in countries that believed in only one deity, be it on long-distance ships or steam locomotives. Lumion, who could already understand Highlander, memorized his words: "Life's precious embrace, the harvest's grace." Retreating his gaze, he entered the corridor, ascending the steps. Simultaneously, Lugano, having just attended to Ludwig's supper, heard a knock. "Who is it?" Lugano asked. This couldn't be his employer. He had a key and would simply open the door. And it was nearly 11. Who would visit it now? Could it be that a woman overheard my boasting on the deck and believed me and came to share a pleasant night? Bro, what was this guy boasting about? He's like, I've got a 14-inch penis. Soft, brother. As Lugano started to indulge in fantasies, he heard a feeble man's voice. I'm here to see the doctor. A doctor? Lugano couldn't help but frown, but he opened the door. Outside stood a man wrapped in a thick tweed coat. A stark contrast to Lugano's linen shirt and thin pants. I'm Lugano. What's the matter? He scrutinized. The man's face was pale, his eyes dark, revealing little vitality. Though young, he exuded quite a lifeless aura. You can call me Ennio. I heard that you help people on the deck discover the true cause of their illnesses and improve them. I want you to help me. I have the money to pay. Observing the man's appearance, Lugano sighed. Come in, keep your voice down. As you know, I'm a private doctor. I'm a private doctor for a prominent individual. He doesn't exactly appreciate strangers disturbing him. Good fucking Christ. Once Ennio settled on the sofa, Lugano, out of habit, inquired about his condition to conceal his subsequent mystical diagnosis. What's wrong? Ennio paused for a moment. For about half a month, I've become sensitive to the cold and weak. No appetite, runny nose, repeated coughing, and my condition is worsening. Lugano nodded, raising his right hand and tapping his forehead. Bro, I seriously need to get a stream deck. There's like a couple things I want like on deck. I would love to have like the Minecraft villager on deck at all times. It'd be so peak. Lugano nodded, raising his right hand and tapping his forehead, as if contemplating the significance of the narrative. In reality, he seized the opportunity to activate his spirit vision, preparing to discern the other party's illness. What the fuck, Kami? What the fuck? In reality, with a swift glance, Lugano nearly jumped out of his skin. Is the patient sitting in front of me even alive? In Lugano's eyes, the once white glow shrouding Ennio's ether body, signifying overall balance, had turned a somber grey. It was a dire indication of his severe illness, teetering on the verge of death. Yet it wasn't this revelation that left him shocked. What truly sent shivers down his spine was the orange glow, symbolizing the health of excretion, detoxification, and vital organs. Had dimmed to complete darkness. No vestiges of brightness remained, signaling the complete cessation of their functions. Likewise, the yellow hue representing the digestive system, the green hue indicating the heart and regulatory system, and the blue denoting the throat and parts of the nervous system had all dulled and lost their radiance. Ennio's remaining hues were red on his limbs and purple on the surface of his head. What does this even imply? This means that Ennio was a person with a silent heart, dormant stomach, and internal organs that had relinquished their functions. Yet he still moved, think, and spoke? Son of a bitch, where the fuck did this come from? Lugano, facing this unprecedented patient, cursed inwardly. He dreaded the moment when the other party uttered, Doctor, I'm cold, let me borrow your skin. Doctor, I'm hungry, let me borrow your stomach. Sajid, no worries, man. I appreciate you popping by, buddy. You have a good night. Go to bed. Jesus, 4 a.m. Doctor, what illness am I suffering from? Ennio asked. Illness? Lugano muttered to himself. Snap out of it. You're fucking dead. Those with non-agitating stomachs certainly won't have much of an appetite. As these thoughts raced, Lugano pondered and declared, Your condition is grave. I require further analysis and observation. Can you visit me tomorrow? Before that, I need to draw some blood. No problem. Despite Ennio lacking confidence in Lugano, he extended his hand with a mindset that attempting something was better than nothing at all. Average day in the Balkans. Hold on. Chinese diver. Yeah, I saw this earlier today. I thought it was so fucking jokes, dude. Hold on. Lost Chinese diver survives 5 days underwater, and his first words to rescuers are, You have a cigarette? And, like, The one I saw on Instagram, the top comment was like, "It is a miracle a Chinese person can survive 5 days without a cigarette." Armed with the necessary tools, Lugano extracted some blood using a needle, rubber hose, and a glass collection bottle. Despite their darkened hues, he noted a basic vitality present. Subsequently, he listened to Ennio's heartbeat and detected faint but existing beats. Curious, Lugano seized the opportunity of the consultation and prescription to cast a faint light upon his palm, providing Ennio with a simple treatment. Ennio's spirits lifted and a semblance of strength returned. "Thank you, Doctor. Your massage are effective. I appreciate it." None of the previous doctors he had consulted had made the slightest improvement to him. This time he intended to set sail to the south, to take a steam locomotive to the Church of the Earth Mother's headquarters for treatment. Baffled, Lugano observed as Ennio left, and soon his employer returned. He recounted the encounter to Lumion, concluding, "I have secured his blood. Can you find someone to divine it?" "Divination?" Lumion chuckled as he received the bottle, and knocked on Ludwig's room. He's gonna give him blood! He's gonna go, "Oh, time for your late night snack, nom nom." Ain't no fucking way. Sorry, I gotta get back to out. Pookie, you could never outgame me, okay? Pick something, motherfucker. Pick a game, okay? Pick a game. Like, just a 1v1 game. No fucking offline games, okay? Pick a game. I'll beat your ass, okay? Whatever you want. Take a sip and see what knowledge you can glean. Lumion handed the bottle to Ludwig. Ludwig's expression remained stoic, as if sipping bedtime milk. He drank the liquid in the bottle without flinching. Lugano was bewildered. After tasting the blood, Ludwig spoke. Absent stomach, absent small and large intestines, absent lungs, absent liver and pancreas. Akin to a dead person relying on mystic forces to persist. He won't last a week. What? Lugano was taken aback that Ludwig not only imbibed human blood, but also had somber judgments with a straight face. He was also shocked to learn that Ennio truly lacked some organs. Initially, he just believed it was a loss of function. Basically, isn't he a dead man? What did he stumble onto? What do we do? Lugano turned to Lumion. What can we do? Find the captain, the ship's security supervisor, the priest, and report this. They'll take care of it. Won't they expose me as a beyonder? Tell them you're Louis Barry's servant, Lumion advised. Oh shit! A 1v1 on Dragonica? It's the best. What the fuck is Dragonica? The fuck? I've never even heard of this. Dragonica. What the fuck is this? This is a fucking MMORPG? You want me to fucking... You want me to 1v1 him in a fucking... What the fuck are you talking about? Alright, Lugano was fine with being a servant. After a moment's thought, he asked, "Did you hear any strange sounds at night? I occasionally hear a baby crying." "Baby? I didn't hear it." "Is there a baby crying on this floor?" Lugano pondered aloud. Then looked at Lumion. "Shall I go see the captain now?" "Tomorrow morning," Lumion said with a smile. "Alright," Lugano agreed. He preferred waiting for... Bro, I'm telling you, this fucking baby's gonna come back. This baby's... Babies suck, okay, in this entire fucking realm. Babies suck. They're always some god spawn, fucking demon spawn, fucking the true creator's child, to fucking cringe shit. Okay, they suck. He preferred waiting for dawn and sunlight before addressing such matters. Reporting it at night made him sense impending, unexpected events. The sun provided reassurance. Lumion didn't question or provide further advice. He entered his room, freshened up, and went to bed. However, sleep eluded him. He half closed his eyes, anticipating something. After an indeterminate period of time, Lumion heard a creak. The door to one of the rooms had opened. Lumion sat up, approaching the door, and seeing a figure leisurely walk out of Lugano's room. It was Lugano, clad in a linen shirt, his eyes open, but he seemed oddly vacant and unfocused. As if sleepwalking, Lugano made his way to the suite's door. Does it count as Will slander? Will is not a child, okay? That is Will. Calling Will a child? That's slander. That motherfucker's been eluding the fucking another snake of fate, snake of fate, for longer than fucking, I don't know, this epoch. Okay, he's whack shit. Okay, that might be exaggerating, but you get my point. It's been a while. Yeah, exactly. Awareness, you get it. He's just hungry. What, you guys have never literally? Listen. I've seen the memes online, but it's genuinely true. Okay. No one has seen me at my lowest more than my fucking DoorDash driver. You pop out like that. You pop out like a fucking creature out of hell, out of your a fucking house at like in the middle of like 12:30 at night. You're like, yeah, just grab, and this motherfucker's taking a photo for the DoorDash app or whatever. You're like, cringe. You're like, no, don't get me. Oh no. Oh, you look like, I don't even want to talk about it. Lugano's eyes remained open as if he swung open the door to his suite, his gaze vacant. He stepped onto the deserted corridor where only the sound of crashing waves reverberated. In this moment, everyone, save for the sailors on night duty, were asleep. Lugano moved forward, the wall lamps around him casting an ethereal glow that mingled with the darkness. He reached the end of the floor and halted in front of a vivid vermilion door. Creak, the door groaned open. Lugano traversed the obscurity with a blank expression, entering the room. Behind him, the vermilion door was pulled shut by an imperceptible force. It was a suite, the living and dining room shrouded in darkness, devoid of any candlelight. The faint crimson moonlight filtered through the curtains, offering minimal visibility. Awareness. The chat on screen is always top chat. There's no way around that. It doesn't allow you to use live chat for that. It doesn't. I don't know why. Don't ask. Okay. At the dining table stood two shadowy figures. One of them appeared aged, with mostly grey hair and dark, deep blue eyes that seemed to absorb the night. Despite the wrinkles at the corners of his eyes, the elder skin remained well maintained, adorned in a loose, dark robe. I saw the message. Will is just LARPing as a child. Yeah. Despite the wrinkles at the corners of his eyes, the elder skin remained well maintained, adorned in a loose robe. Beside him stood Ennio, the brown-haired, brown-eyed patient who had intruded upon Lugano at night. Lugano, as if sleepwalking, stood next to Ennio. The elder in the robe turned his head, looking at Ennio. The patient ambled towards the dining table, climbed on it, laying motionless. The blonde elder brandished a sharp scalpel, unfastening Ennio's tweed coat, sweater, and shirt, pressing the razor against his chest, producing a ripping sound as if slicing through flesh. As Ennio's chest and abdominal cavity lay exposed to the moonlight, a void greeted his eyes. No stomach, lungs, large and small intestines, liver or kidneys, only a weakly beating heart. With a swift motion, the man in the black robe manipulated the scalpel, the other hand flickering with a faint light as he pressed. In a sequence too fast for the eye to follow, he withdrew the still beating heart in his hand. Ennio's chest and abdomen, now empty, displayed only a few non-bleeding blood vessels. The old man closed the incision with a tight... Oh, that's so weird, Kami. You're right. The buttons are just like grayed out. That's so weird. The old man closed the incision with a tight squeeze, sealing it with a flickering light. Bro, can I say it? Ennio? Listen, Ennio, no, they're grayed out because you're not promoted, you're just oh, I see. Ennio's just being a good organ donor. Involuntarily, maybe, but think about how many lives he's saved. He saved one old guy's. And he's not even saved, he's just extended it for a little bit. It was like, I think it was Michael Reeves who said this. He was like, you know, do you think if you're like in a motorcycle accident, no, this is how it started. He was like, as soon as you go to get your motorcycle license, they ask you like, hey, do you want to be an organ donor? And he's like, do you think it's because they know that like, hey, like good chance he dies, so like let's at least harvest the fucking organs. And he's like, do you think like if you have like a motorcycle license, they try less to save you if you get to the hospital because they're like, you know, so many organs, one guy. Ennio's stomach returned to its original state, devoid of scars. Throughout this process, the patient's eyes remained open as if untouched by the surgical ordeal. In that moment, he rolled off the dining table, ambled to the door, and exited the room. The man opened his suitcase, revealing glass jars containing pale amber liquid, each cradling various organs. Placing these items on the dining table in a peculiar order, surrounding the still gently beating heart, the old man took a step back, reciting an ancient, malevolent, intimate language. As an unknown murmur resonated, the internal organs ascended, upheld by an invisible force. Their final positions varied, resembling the organs of a standing human. The heart, liver, spleen, lungs, kidneys emitting a faint glow, outlining a form on the table. It lacked a head, limbs, or bones, merely a corporeal essence that grew more defined. A baby's cry echoed. However, the body distorted, squirming and disintegrating. The old man in the robe sighed with regret. Strangely, the wrinkles at the corners of his eyes were largely reduced, and much of his white hair had reverted to gold. Are you able to write conditions? I want it conditionally and only let my organs be used for criminals. Would they try? No, whereas they don't say like, I can't be like, oh well, I'll only give my organs to someone who has an IQ of greater than 130 and is taller than 6'1". I don't want these organs going to waste on someone who's a dummy or a short king. No, I can't do that. What they do allow is like hey, do you have like specific I think there's like different categories. Like one is like, do you want your organs, and then do you want like your and then they also ask like, do you want it to be used for just to save someone, or do you also allow it to be used for science, like for scientific research or whatever? And then they ask like, do you just want the organs, or like organ and skin? I don't know what the fuck they would need skin for. Well, actually that's not, I get like burn victims and stuff, I do get it, I'm being facetious, but like yeah, that's what they'll, not that, I'm sorry if I grossed anyone out, but that's what they asked. In an instant, he appeared 7 or 8 years younger. They'll skin your corpse, genuinely coming. They go. In an instant, he appeared 7 or 8 years younger. So, okay, harsh. I know that's hard for you to imagine, but my skin is glorious, okay? I don't even blame them for wanting it. I'm sure, bro, if I were not Diogenes, I too would wish to be Diogenes. Sensing his good condition, the man turned his attention to Lugano. Lugano, seemingly summoned, approached the dining table and laid down, awaiting his turn. The elder unbuttoned Lugano's shirt, took a scalpel and gestured as if declining where to make the incision. Suddenly, a bang reverberated. The door swung open, crashing into a wall. Flames surged, illuminating the room, climbing the walls and ceilings. transforming the place into an inferno. Do you think they'll use a vegetable peeler? Do you think they do? Vegetable. Dude, a vegetable peeler is so good, Kami. What the fuck? Oh, vegetable peelers. Oh, that might be the funniest thing you've ever said, Kami. Holy shit, vegetable peelers, fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god. Like one cut at a time. I do not know. I'm sure the answer is one Google search away. I do, and I'm not doing it. Okay, you guys have made me search up some crazy things in my time. I'm not searching up how do they skin corpses. Okay, I'm gonna be on a fucking FBI watch list. Next time I try to cross the U.S., they're gonna be like, "Yeah, let me search your phone." The U.S. now says like, "Oh yeah, we have the ability to search your phone before you enter the country," and they just look through my history and it's like, "How to skin a corpse?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm not letting you in, motherfucker." Bro, they'd be like, "Jeffrey Dahmer, we'd let in, not you. What the fuck is that?" Lumion, adorned in black hair, green eyes, and a golden straw hat, materialized in the door. "Don't you know he's my servant?" The elder's eyes narrowed as he readied the scalpel to descend upon Lugano's neck, but his right hand refused to budge, seemingly restrained by invisible force. That surgery was quite fascinating, extracting organs while leaving the person alive, although slowly dying. You used those organs for a ritual, rejuvenating yourself. Meanwhile, you nearly brought forth a peculiar life form. "How do you know?" the elder asked. "Haven't you just arrived? No one came before you." "You don't need to know," Lumion chuckled. "I still have a few hours of the governor's authority. Isn't it easy to see something in these waters?" Sensing Lumion's confidence, certainty, and ease in the absence of hostility, the elder fell silent. Life is the most precious, so life becomes the finest sacrifice. He refrained from divulging details of the ritual, instead choosing to expound on his philosophy and the truth he sought, praising and blaspheming life at the same time. Lumion found it vaguely reminiscent of Lady Moon, Madame Night, and the Bestowed of the Great Mother. Carefully assessing the man, Lumion, upon confirming his gender, set that aside. Gazing down at the motionless Lugano, Lumion asked, "How did you control him?" The elder fixed Lumion with a penetrating gaze, as if probing the depths of his intentions. "He is a blessed of the Great Mother. He heard the cries of the Son of God." The Great Mother. Lumion's scalp tingled. Had it not been for the governor's authority, Lumion would have launched a full attack without allowing the elder a moment to explain. "I was watching your VODs for Lord of the Mysteries, and the Overlord incident took me out. We'll see how kept back up to..." The Overlord? Incident? Not! How's it going, man? No worries. I've lost count and track of who owns a new path. I don't even fucking... The fuck? What is the Overlord incident? What are you guys talking about? By the way, not, yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate you. You're almost caught up from what I remember, right? Oh, you fucking son. Oh my god. Fuck you. Oh my god. Don't. I remember this. Oh my god. Kill me. Oh. Yeah. No worries, not. I appreciate you popping by, buddy. You're almost caught up, right? I think I saw your comment. So you were just talking about what people make. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've looked up some fucked shit because of you fuckers. I'm basically caught up to COI, but only at the start of Volume 4 for Lord of the... Oh, you're watching all of Lord of the Mysteries too? Oh, thanks, buddy. And you get Great Mother and just end it there. Yeah, genuinely. Regardless, even if he eliminated the Elder, spirit channeling remained a viable option. Moreover, the Elder could be fed to Ludwig. I love that we don't even... It's like, hey, I'm like bad at divination. Fuck divination! I got a baby! You ready for this? Though taken aback by the Elder's possible reference to Lugano as a blessed, Lumion dismissed the meaning. He was certain that Lugano was human and harbored no unusual bloodlines. Following Lugano's injury at the motel, Jenna collected his splattered blood and conducted a divination. In an instant, Lumion deciphered the Elder's meaning. The Beyonders of the Planter Pathways are all blessed of the Great Mother. It's fun to see your theory crafting. Aw, thanks, buddy. No worries. Appreciate you popping by. Where does the Earth Mother stand? Planter is the main pathway of the Church of the Earth Mother. Could it be? The Great Mother reigns over multiple pathways akin to the Celestial Worthy and Mr. Fool, Planter and Sower? As Lumion's thoughts raised, his focus intensified on the existence of the Son of God, Cordu's empty infant cradle, and the honorific title of Lady Moon nurturing a deity flooding his mind. It seems your Son of God hasn't been born yet, Lumion spoke. The old man became fervent. He is already born in the spirit world, but he is yet to step in the real one. Don't you see? Just revealing his form made me a few years younger. If he was truly born, I'd instantly regain my youth. You plan to shape the Son of God's body with this fragment of life? Lumion criticized. This is a ritual bestowed by the Earth Mother. It is undeniably effective. That Ennio is unmistakably a normal person. The ritual won't exactly bode well. If it were a Beyonder with a robust life, the outcome may have been different. Indeed, that is why I intend to examine your servant. Have you ever thought of sacrificing your own organs? If you don't offer yourself as a sacrifice, how would you show your own devotion and your reverence? Don't fret. The Son of God would revive you, wouldn't he? As he concluded, a dark green light condensed in Lumion's right hand. I love that shit. I always love this shit when people are like, oh no, it's just a sacrifice. And it's like, alright brother, let's sacrifice you. See how this shit goes. Why not, right? Organs and organs and organ. Besides, you're a chosen one, aren't you? Aren't you a prophet? You're a prophet of your Lord. Ah, puny god. The dark green light morphed into a beam, slamming into the man's chest, sinking into his robes. Already appearing 7 or 8 years younger, the man's expression twisted, and every inch of his exposed skin displayed. His aura waned. Simultaneously, a burst of vigorous life erupted from his body. Under his melting skin, flesh and blood writhed, resisting the mutation. By the way, unaware, who is your profile pic? I can't tell. It seems it's really small on my screen, so I can't really tell. The black-robed man's eyes darkened. He faded away. In an instant, the hazy face emerged from the armchair at the dining table, blending with the wood. At that moment, a cascade of flames descended from the crimson flame-covered ceiling, soaking the armchair. Before the face could even materialize, it succumbed to the raging flames, forced to retreat. Lumion lost sight of the man yet again. While surveying the surroundings, Lugano, lying on the table, sat up and jumped down. Random thought, what would a Wheel of Fortune Great Old One be like? Because it's just one pathway plus Sephiroth? Yeah, that was my question too, Awareness. I don't think that's the case. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like there's got to be other pathways that like other evil pathways that are like part of that, Great Old One. You just have to be. You tell me one pathway in a Sephiroth and you're like, gotcha, bitch. Nah, it seems too easy, Gotta at least 2. Minimum, in my books it should be 3, but like at least 2. Otherwise, you're telling me ASG is fraud with a fake receipt? But Ancient Sun God isn't, Ancient Sun God wasn't one pathway. What are you talking about? Oh, the blasphemy the blasphemy I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I don't know if that makes him what if there were just pathways that he wasn't aware of, like the ones outside of Earth, right? Because those only mention the Earth pathways, but like there's other great old ones for sure. Outside of these pathways, so like maybe he just never knew of the ones that are outside the spiritual barrier, or the cosmos barrier, whatever the fuck we call it. I don't know. Before the face could even materialize, it succumbed to the flames, forced to retreat. Lumion lost sight of the man. While surveying the surroundings, Lugano, lying on the table, suddenly sat up, staring at Lumion like a zombie. Lumion chuckled, raising his hand and pointing. With a gesture, specks of brilliance shimmered in his eyes as if the cosmos had descended. Lugano found himself in an empty night sky, surrounded by stars. He stood rooted to the ground in a daze. Without any actions, he resembled a machine that had lost its energy. Having settled his servant, Lumion surveyed the surroundings yet again. Yet his eyes brimmed with flowing and crimson flames. The elder's figure remained elusive. Lumion's expression remained stoic as he splashed the 5 fingers on his right hand, clenching them into a fist. His body grew heavy and the flames surrounding him surged towards him like a river converging into a sea. Bottles, organs from various bodies, and lightweight items in the room soared to Lumion. On the wooden coat rack near the door, the transparent figure of the elder protruded. Pulled away by an unseen force, he fought with all his might, but couldn't resist the pull to Lumion, akin to a piece of wood caught in a flood. Lumion's left hand already raised, and the crimson nearly white flame in his palm turned white under the intense suction force. Layers of compressed fireballs were unleashed, and the weighty, fearsome suction force dissipated. The black-robed elder finally landed on the floor, his vision completely engulfed by the blazing fireball. The blazing white fireball collided with the Beyonder, conducting the sinister surgery and protruded ritual. The explosion's sound echoed into a distance but was muffled by the darkness. In the midst of such an explosion, no one on the ship heard or sensed anything. The black-robed elder's body was shredded by the explosion, countless corpse fragments instantly charred or consumed by the flames. With spirit channeling at his disposal and Ludwig providing support, Lumion reveled in the authority of the Governor of the Sea, and the nearly demigod power level it bestowed. He cared not for what the enemy may become. Incredible. Is this what it's like to be a demigod? Even if it's just an illusion. A quick inspection revealed that the black-robed elder's flesh had charred or turned to ash. It was as if frost had met magma. In a matter of seconds, only the heart, liver, spleen, lungs, kidneys, intestines, and stomach remained in the room. Even with his feet, Lumion could tell there was something off. Except for the brain, all the remnants of the enemy were all internal organs. The malevolent surgery he had just completed involved extracting someone's organs to let them live as if nothing had happened. At the same time, the ritual he performed utilized the complete set of internal organs to attempt the reconstruction of the so-called Child of God. All internal organs. It was hard for Lumion not to draw a conclusion. Could it be that this fellow's internal organs were extracted before, and he survived by piercing together others? What is this called? Human alchemy? If that's true, who took his organs? Bro, what a shit cycle. Imagine. Bro, Gandhi said, an eye for an eye leaves the world blind. These guys said, an eye? Who wants that shit? Started taking everything else. They're like, listen, Gandhi ain't say shit about your lungs, though. Yoink. The stars in his eyes swiftly dissipated and Lugano returned to the real world. From a distance of 4 or 5 meters, Lumion raised his hand and swung it. Smack. Lugano felt the impact of an invisible force against his face. With a jolt, his eyes turned clear. The first sight that greeted him was the crimson flames falling around Lugano. Then he noticed charred body parts, scattered organs, and glass-filled jars. Am I still dreaming? Is this a fucking nightmare? Lugano thought. The image of his employer, Louis, appeared. Son of a bitch! What happened? Lugano asked. What dream did you just experience? Lumion asked. What dream? I dreamt of my childhood. My mother stood at the door, urging me to come home for dinner. She even sang a nursery rhyme. She's been gone for nearly a decade. I miss her. I just kept walking to the door, but I couldn't reach her. What happened? You slept until midnight and sleepwalked here. An old man had a plan to operate on you, remove your kidneys, and turn you into a patient like Ennio. The more Lugano listened, the more fear gripped him. Earlier, he had wondered how someone like Ennio, who had lost most of his organs, could still even be alive. Where's the old man? Lugano asked. Lumen pointed at the internal organs. That's all that remains. Bring Ludwig here, he said. It was almost time for a snack. Lugano left the suite, grateful for choosing to follow Lumion. Otherwise, he would have been at the mercy of such situations. These situations wouldn't happen if you didn't have fucking Lumion here. This guy's a walking nightmare. Lugano believed this matter had nothing to do with Lumion. He had brought it upon himself. If it were Trier, he may have encountered a similar patient. Lumion watched him leave, raised his right hand and stroked his chin. Simply hearing the infant's cries from the failed ritual can influence Beyonders of a plantar pathway to sleep and act in a sleepwalking state. This is exaggerated. I could understand a similar phenomena if the ritual had succeeded and the child of God was born, yet it's this powerful despite being a failed product? This is terrifying. Moreover, can only Beyonders of the plantar or solar pathway hear the child of God? Can the apothecary pathway also hear it? Probably. Amidst Lumion's thoughts, Lugano led Ludwig to the suite. Ludwig pressed his hand and said, "Where's the food?" Lumion didn't make any requests and turned to Lugano. "Guard the door." With his previous experiences of a blood-drinking incident, Lugano could vaguely guess what was about to happen. He didn't dare face it directly, and heaved a sigh of relief after hearing Lumion closing the door behind him. "Do you need me to roast it for you?" Lumion asked. "Don't you find it irksome? These are all organs." Ludwig spoke. "In my eyes, this is already on par with the monsters inside. Moreover, this isn't directly consuming a characteristic to advance, equivalent to eating someone." Exactly! Thank you, Lumion. See? Fuck you guys. That is right, okay? These are all cannibals. Cannibals eating cannibals eating cannibals. That's all that's happening here. The only ones who weren't cannibals were the OG Beyonders. The first one who saw just a man, who saw a wolf with 6 eyes who can teleport and control your spirit body threads. Well, the motherfucker didn't even know what spirit body threads was. And somehow killed him and just ate his liver because he was like, "I'm hungry, bitch." And became a Beyonder. That's the only guy who's not a fucking cannibal. Okay, everyone else since is a cannibal. The OG Beyonders, who just took down Beyonder creatures with the sheer indomitable will of the human spirit, they were the OGs, okay? Ludwig remained silent, taking a few steps to the side, squatting down and picking up the old man's heart. Crimson blood slowly began to trickle from his mouth. Lumion pulled up a chair and sat down, waiting patiently for Ludwig to finish his meal. After 7 or 8 minutes, Ludwig retrieved a white handkerchief and wiped his mouth. These organs belong to different people, some Beyonders, some normal folk, some old, some teenagers. There are traces of human refinement. The aura of life is mixed and impure. They will be controlled and influenced by the refiner. Having been refined, the person who doesn't know that he's been through this. He has complete memories of the past. This is something that can't be achieved by refining an ordinary body. He followed Ennio on board, hoping to extract the remaining organs and complete the ritual before Ennio reached his destination. Ludwig recounted the knowledge and memories he had absorbed. So you guys feel me, right? Like, do genuinely though? Like, now that I think about it, there must have been like a guy, right? There must have been like people who just, I don't know, through whatever the fuck happened here between our world and these motherfuckers, who just had to like fight Beyonder creatures as like regular peeps. They said, "You may have been born into the stars, but we were chosen to inherit them." And just fucking no balls them. Yeet. Under the glow of the crimson moon, Ludwig, clad in a two-piece pajama set and a small coat. People could also just be born as Beyonders. Nah, I like to imagine the first human Beyonders were just peeps. That somehow, because it was like 19 on 1 or whatever, or through their pure human intel, managed to just beat Beyonder creatures. That's what I like to imagine, okay? Don't take my headcanon from me. This is my headcanon. Let me have this. I don't care what the books say. I don't care what Cuttlefish says. Fuck him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Under the glow of the crimson moon, Ludwig is Cuttlefish is not real. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, listen, if you have any Lord of the Mysteries questions, you need to ask me, okay? Cuttlefish? That guy doesn't fucking know. Under the glow of the crimson moon, Ludwig, clad in a two-piece pajama set and a small coat, recounted the memories and knowledge he had absorbed from the black-robed elder's brain and organs, doing so methodically. Only the brain belongs to him. His name is Prinpino. Due to his advanced age and weakened body, he delved into mysticism, unwittingly drawing the attention of the Great Mother and acquiring wealth, knowledge, and becoming a Beyonder. Upon hearing this, Lumen muttered, "Despite gaining the Mother's attention, he didn't get pregnant? Are you truly a follower?" I'm uncertain of when Prinpino began losing his organs. I failed to absorb the pertinent knowledge. Similarly, the time he became a human refinement product remains unknown. His philosophy is humanity once the favored and proudest children of the Great Mother fell into folly, aging, and weakness due to their detachment from her. Only by allowing the divine Son of the Great Mother to descend can humanity be saved. They can enter Paramita and regain their original form. When the time arrives, the Great Mother will return to the real world she governs. Using the gendered orientation pronoun she, referring to the Great Mother instead of capital S she, implying that in the eyes of individuals like Prinpino, pregnancy and childbirth are self-eminent matters. A mother must be a she, differing from the Night Stalkers. Lumen calmly detailed Prinpino's attempts and some of his abilities. The birth of the child of God requires a specific body composed of various people's organs. This isn't the entire ritual, it lacks a crucial component. Prinpino possesses a potent self-healing ability. As a product of human refinement, he is immune to the influence of many powers. He can indirectly control humans corrupted by the child of God or specific pathways who have direct contact with special patients. The range is 100 meters. They must be unconscious. Lumion suddenly recalled a Sequence 7 vampire of the apothecary pathway. Such Beyonders wielded formidable self-healing abilities and could craft blood slaves resembling marionettes. Lumion refrained from interrupting Ludwig. He is adept in surgery and can heal others. He knows a ritual enabling a human to survive for a period even without internal organs. He can merge with trees and wooden artifacts for concealment. He can stimulate the growth and reproduction of creatures, including but not limited to rats, fleas, bedbugs, fungi, and various plants, but it drains him. His vitality can be replenished through an unsuccessful Child of God descent ritual. Every 9 rituals necessitates a batch of internal organs to be replaced. Every 9? God damn, the Child of God is coming at like pretty cheap cost, honestly. 9 attempts to fucking try to bring down the Child of God and then you gotta replace some human organs? Bro, in this world, you used to get a hobo's organs for like, I don't know, 7 Viral Door, and you're like, laughing. As Ludwig concluded, Lumen realized Prinpino's Beyonder powers were diverse. He possessed partial vampire abilities and embodied certain parts of the Earth Mother's planter, doctor, and other sequences. Simultaneously, he wielded a limited grasp of the dark arts, expanding vitality for their execution, akin to an amalgamation of the apothecary, planter, and heretic spellmaster pathways, yet it's not exhaustive. Such a boon exists. The Great Mother reigns at the apex of these 3 pathways. Let me write that down. It's another fucking grouping I guess we have now. Cringe shit. Could it be that inevitability is one of those pathways that is interchangeable with Hunter? Maybe that's why, like, Lumina is progressing so swiftly. Like, maybe if they're interchangeable, it's allowing him to progress a little bit quicker as opposed to having a lot of fight internally. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Am I making it up? Yeah, probably. Shut up. Sal got his job back. Hey, let's go! What the fuck? Hey! No, but Bullseye, the way Bullseye is saying it, it makes me seem like they're like retaining him. They're like, "No, we can't afford to let you go. We'll just keep you on." Hold on. He instructed Lugano, stationed at the door, summon the priest from the prayer room and inform him of all the pertinent details. After issuing the directive, Lumin deliberated, locate the captain first and seek out the priest. Alright, Lugano said. And yourself? Of course, I'm going back to bed. If they want to seek an audience with me, they must wait until the morning. Dude, what up? Am I solely accountable? Lugano mused. He suddenly noticed he stood alone at the suite's threshold. Surrounded by scattered organs, a shiver traversed his spine, prompting him to hasten towards the captain's quarters. He noticed he stood alone at the suite's threshold, surrounded by internal organs, a shiver traversing his spine. Was inevitability? I don't think inevitability was one of them, awareness. I think they said, like, the monster pathway was, like, it also encompassed a portion, it also encompassed soul, like, or fate, like these three did. So they thought, like, maybe it had something to do with each other. I think that's what you're referring to, if I'm remembering right. 10 minutes later, inside the black-robed old man's suite, the priest named Monty. Alright, his name is Monty. I'm not fucking trying to pronounce this shit. Fuck off. A priest named Monty and the Captain Pedro scrutinized the situation while listening to Lugano's details. Nervously, Lugano disclosed to them that he was a Beyonder, a doctor. Ennio sought him out due to his exceptional skills. Later, he experienced sleepwalking, and when he reached the suite, he found his organs almost removed. Fortunately, he was rescued by his employer. Throughout the entire narrative, Lugano only admitted Ludwig's consumption of blood, sharing everything else. Pedro, the ship captain, quipped, "Could it be that your employer killed a passenger in the suite and scattered his internal organs, concocting such a sinister warlock?" Lugano found himself speechless. That was possible, I suppose. The father, garbed in a clergyman outfit, shook his head. After confirming Enio's condition, we can determine the veracity of the story. I concur, the captain said. What is your employer's name? Louis Barry. Louis Barry? The adventurer who hunted the demon warlock? The one collaborating with the church in Port Santa to covertly thwart the malevolent forces disrupting the sea prayer ritual? Louis Barry? When the fuck did he become so renowned? Did the Church of the Earth Mother inform all clergy that Louis Barry is a friend? Yes, the ship departed from Port Santa. The priest on board must have been aware. It is him. It is that adventurer, Lugano said. Just as Lugano concluded his account, the entire ship was sent airborne, landing atop a dozen waves. No dark clouds or torrential rain accompanied the phenomena, and there were no violent winds or lightning. After vaulting between the pitch-black waves a couple times, the ship gently descended on the sea's surface. And this is a lot. This is Lumen just fucking around. He's like, yoink. Wait, Kami, what you sent though? Radon is built different, bro. Radon would just be he could just use his gravity magic to just overpower the black hole. Like, what happens when a black hole runs into someone that can control gravity? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Fucking physicists don't know the answer to that because no one can control gravity. It's a dumb question. Haha. Pedro surveyed the wrecked suite and sliding windows and turned to Lugano. Is this the power of your employer? I heard someone practicing sea wave magic at the bar. Was that true? Yes, Lugano said. He's extending his greeting. The captain and the father fell silent. After more than 10 seconds, Pedro addressed the father. Does the church possess knowledge of such surgeries and rituals? Monty glanced at Lugano, indicating that the conversation need not be private. There exists a faction of misguided mother believers who contend that the decline of the modern world and the debasement of humanity results from the estrangement of the mother. We are determined to employ any means to usher. They are determined to employ any means to usher in the so-called child of God and invoke the mother's descent through the child of God. We refer to them as the School of God's Descent. Bro, how many fucking factions? School of God's Descent, brother. Yoink. While he lacked knowledge of the specific surgery and ritual, he could deduce the organs were a crucial component. Monty contemplated as the internal organs in the suite responded. The child of the god is the mother's child, and the humans are also mother's children. Does this imply that fundamentally no one is superior or inferior? They can serve as ingredients with quantity compensating for shortcomings? Lugano grasped the essence of the priest's statement. The father offered no further explanation. Convey to your employer that we will take charge from here. Assure him not to worry. Very well, Lugano sighed. Bro, that is kind of peak though. For the Earth Mother Church to be like, Louis Barry is an ally of the church. No one is to impede him in any way. It's like, goddamn. Listen, did he kind of do something pretty dope? Yeah, for sure. For sure. But for the entire church to be like, yo, this guy's kind of goated though. What the fuck? Y'all think the Geos are chill as fuck back on their home planets? Bro, I'm not. This is what I think though. I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, if I'm a great old one, I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, I got like a whole planet. Maybe I got several planets all to me. Do I give a shit about this one planet in like another solar system maybe that like 14 gods exist there and then it's like 7 different great old ones that are trying to fight over this bitch? Fucking keep it, bro. Whatever. Bro, I'm at the peak of my pathway. Oh, well, I can become the original creator. Why do I want to? What do I want to? At a great old one status, the number of people that are gonna fuck with you if you're not fucking with them is like so little. Like everyone's just like, bro, like I don't want to fight you. Like it's such a fucking pain in the ass. Just like, fuck it, right? You imagine the civilizations under. No. Well, I don't think they have to worry about that awareness. Like, again, think about this. Lumion, fuck me. Klein, who's like half a great old one. Half, right? Because he's still fighting with the actual one, okay? If that's the case, him fighting a great old one who's like right at his own level, like as strong as he is, maybe a little stronger even, because I would venture to say that he has a better understanding of his abilities, just being that he's been mysteries for a while. So like, and even while doing all that, Klein has the time to respond to prayers. So I feel like they don't have to worry about that. I don't think they have to worry about that. But like, even still, bro, what? Wrong awareness. If the universe is infinite, then there's probably an infinite number of gods. If there's an infinite number of gods, there's an infinite number of them called Rosego. That would be the conclusion that would follow from that. You have to remember, infinite is not like a number and like, hey, Rosego is like a name that like 1 in 10,000 people have. If I have a room of 100,000 people, chances are 10 of them have Rosego. Not all infinities are. Well, we didn't fucking script. We didn't talk about which infinities we're talking about, did we? Motherfucker's trying to get a hold. Oh, he's trying to butt on me. In fairness, did I butt on him first? Yeah, maybe. Shut up, pussy. The next morning, Lumion woke up promptly and realized he no longer possessed the power of the sea. He took a regretful sip of light beer and commenced writing to Madam Magician, detailing the issues of the School of God's descent and the purported birth of the child of God in the spirit world. Swiftly, a messenger returned. Encountering the School of God's descent, I cannot ascertain whether the issue lies with you or Lugano. The so-called child of God has already been born in the spirit world. It is merely propaganda, similar to the Church of the Fool's Holy Bible. Listen, but don't take it seriously. Yo, what a non-believer. What a bitch. Yo, she is an angel from the Church of the Fool and said, don't take the Bible too literally. It's just, whatever. Yo, what a heretic. Burn her at the stake. What the fuck do you mean? This bitch is purported to stand near the fucking the throne of the fool, and this bitch goes, it's propaganda, bro. She's like, this is not the Force I knew, bro. She's like a grizzled old veteran. Like the general you meet on your first day when you're in deployment. You're just there, you're like, I'm gonna go serve my country and try to help people. And the general who's on his 14th deployment is like, we're here because Lockheed Martin needs to hit their quarterly profits. Most of you will die. Those who survive will never be the same. I will be in my air-conditioned tent. Do not disturb me. Cunts. Leaves. Nevertheless, comparable incidents are unfolding. They are brewing and evolving. This actually ties back to you. It originated from the Cordu's empty cradle, the child Madame Polly lost. Additionally, based on various sources, Madame Knight didn't perish in the Fourth Epoch. She encountered or acquired something that advanced the matter of the child of God. Besides her, the sinner, Voisin Sanson, managed to escape the Fourth Epoch tree somehow. What he encountered remains unknown. Voisin is alive? Lumion was taken aback, but a smile crept upon his face, and at that moment, a knock echoed on his door. Who is it? Lumion asked. I heard a baby crying again, Lugano said. Dude, turn your fucking ears off. Holy shit. You're killing me. You're killing me, bro. Bro, holy shit. We might have to end it on 606 today. I'm reading so slow today. Listen, it's been like 4 days since I read. Okay, give me a fucking break here. Hearing the cries of a baby again, is he pestered by the so-called child of God? Lumion held Madam Magician's reply and said, "Come in." Push through 607? Okay. His actions and demeanor, combined with thick eyebrows, made him appear rather comical. Isn't that evil warlock, the old man named Pino, dead? Why do I hear the cries of a baby? Lugano asked. After consulting the just-awakened Ludwig, he received an answer that he hadn't heard the baby's cries. Lumion shook the letter in his hand. There are two possibilities. One is that Pino accomplices are on the ship and possess the same ritual. The other is perhaps the unborn child of God has taken a liking to you and wants to choose you as a surrogate mother. Thus, even if Prince Pino is dead, he is unwilling to leave you and continues to linger by your side. What do I do? No rush. There's no need to rush. In such circumstances, Lugano felt as if his organs may have been devoured. Of course. You're alive. Since you're not dead, it means it's not too bad, right? There's no need to hurry. Must I die before you take this serious? No, it means there's zero need to rush you. If you're dead, what's the hurry? Can I revive you? In short, what's the need to hurry? Though he harbored doubts, Lugano trusted his employer's ability to crack jokes. Evidently, his employer didn't view the baby's cries as a grave concern. Only then did Lumion unveil his true speculation. There's a third possibility. The corruption you suffered upon contact with Ennio won't dissipate so quickly. Consequently, you'll form a connection with the unborn child of God. And what do I do? Lugano said. Considering your link to the child of God and the evil God's angel sealed within you, encountering a member of the school of God's descent isn't a mere coincidence. However, your interpreter and guide are of the plantar pathway. That arises other issues. Lumion didn't respond to his question, leaving Lugano standing in front of him as he perused the rest of Madam Magician's reply. That makes a lot more fucking sense. Jesus. I gotta stop skipping shit. Considering your link to the child of God and the evil God's angel sealed within you, encountering a member of the school of God's descent isn't a mere coincidence. But your interpreter and guide are of the plantar pathway. That raises another issue. It is only natural for you to encounter matters related to the Great Mother. As for the problem, ponder it more and inquire within yourself. I won't spoon-feed you the answer. Conspirers need to use their brains. Observing this, Lumion looked up at Lugano. The doctor's body tense. Another problem? Lugano stammered. Clearing corruption is an entirely separate course of mysticism. I need to grasp the details before I give you an answer. Have you encountered such a thing before? Lugano asked. Such peculiar infant cries, mystical occurrences linked to births. Lugano dared not be reckless, fearing that if the corruption wasn't rectified, he may end up as organs. There is something I'm not sure if it's relevant, he said. It was clear that he was reluctant to share the details. How am I supposed to know if it's relevant if you don't tell me? Lumion didn't care about privacy. Didn't I mention that I became a Beyonder by obtaining a friend's relic? Yes. Did you kill that friend? No, he committed suicide. Suicide? When I worked as a bounty hunter, I utilized the hidden mountain ranges in the Dairy Edge mountain region for smuggling. I moved things back and forth, making a decent sum. I even aided some wanted criminals in escaping. Tanko was one of them, but his escape wasn't from Intes to Fainapotter. He fled from Fainapotter to Intes. Eventually, he discovered a secluded valley deep within the mountain range and built a field of his own, cultivating crops, tending to livestock, and keeping to himself. I visited him occasionally, supplying him with the essentials like salt, sugar, fabric, and others. In return, Tanko imparted mysticism knowledge. I never imagined leading an ordinary life. With me out there adventuring and becoming a bounty hunter, mysticism held a strong allure, and the things he taught him seemed invaluable. Tanko could be quite an enigma, though. Sometimes he'd fall into a brooding silence, his temper harsh and unyielding. Other times he'd be buoyant and loquacious, curious about everything. Ever so often he'd confess about straying from the mother's teachings, descending to the depths of the darkness, lamenting how far he drifted from his true self. Occasionally he'd voice suspicions of the church, believing it to be deception, claiming the true mother had departed long ago. Does he know? He may know. Hold on. Does he know? In that moment, Lugano couldn't help but draw parallels between Tenko's cryptic musing and the philosophy of the school of God's descent. Was this encounter a foreshadowing planted in the past? Last autumn, I revisited Tenko, and we sipped his brew and discussed various things. Out of the blue, he spilled that he couldn't endure his decadent, sinful self any longer. The demon lurking deep within him was gaining control. Tenko wanted to kill himself before it consumed him. His dying wish was that I deliver his stuff to Taurus, the capital of the Gaia province, and hand it over to a church of the Earth Mother clergymen. I pretended to agree, talked him out of it, and thought he had abandoned the idea, but the next morning I found him dead in the fields where he'd harvest. Golden wheat sprouting from his body, and get this, he had several female reproductive organs. Damn, motherfucker was... Okay, do I make a really crude joke? Yay or nay? Yeah, fuck it, I'm in the mood. Motherfucker was swimming in pussy. I was freaked out. Felt like I was dealing with a monster. Now, for us bounty hunters, a dead monster is a good monster. Paycheck. Summoning courage, I went through his things, found a golden blob, like a grain seed, but half the size of a fist. Based on Tenko's mystic know-how, I suspected this blob was the root of his powers. After much wrestling, I debated whether to stick to our agreement and send this relic, but in the end, I got greedy and I devoured the blob. I'm a guilty man. I broke my promise, hoping the sun forgives me. You ate it just like that? Yep. I only learned potion formulas after becoming a Beyonder and delving into mysticism. I didn't want a repeat of that, so I got obsessed with buying formulas. You're lucky. A few years earlier, surviving that would have been tough. We might have crossed paths in the Dairy Edge mountain range. You as a monster, me as a hunter. Internally, Lumion muttered, Roselle was right. Ignorance are fearless. Something obviously off with Tenko. He probably got tangled to the evil god's faith, corrupting the Beyonder characteristic he left behind, eating it directly. No wonder you encountered the school of God's descent and heard baby cries. Was the planter ingredient I consumed the root of the problem? Lugano asked. I've pondered. Lumion, seemingly avoiding Lugano's gaze, feigned deep consideration as he perused the concluding segments of Madam Magician's response. I've pondered your earlier caution and have some theories, but presently I cannot divulge them. I can only hint that Amon and the person behind him must have orchestrated something beforehand to divert the celestial worthy's attention from the pertinent issue. In essence, if something seems advantageous for you and the rest of us, for now it is best to feign ignorance and refrain from delving into it. Yo, hold on, Adam is helping? Adam threw something celestial worthy's way to like, hey, motherfucker, you busy. Forget the black hole for a minute. Wait, hold on. Adam's gonna... Hold on. If troubled by infantile cries, seek aid from the clergyman of the Church of the Earth Mother. Who... Did Madam Magician anticipate Lugano's lingering effects? So clever. The remedies to purge the corruption seeking within you. Seek aid from from Father Monty. Thank you, sir, Lugano said. Dude just raw dogged a characteristic, brother. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all are everyone's so. Oh my god, he tanked a sequence 9 characteristic. Okay, have you forgotten of my goat? The goat of all goats, Calvatua? Have we all just forgotten? Talk about raw dogging a characteristic, a yoink down the hatch, becomes a god instantly. Harsh? You're gonna get banned, brother. You're about to get banned. At 8 a.m. in the prayer room in the third floor of the cabin, Lugano stepped in. Father Monty, draped in a brown priest robe, already preaching, 5 or 6 people scattered in the rows of chairs. Without disturbing the peace, Lugano chose a spot. As the father concluded his sermon, he rose to his feet, praised the earth, praised the mother of all things. Lugano turned his head, noticing a tightly wrapped supplicant with brown eyes and pale complexion in the same row, Ennio. He's not dead? Wait, isn't the evil warlock Prinpino supposed to be dead? Or Prinpino supposed to be dead? Why is Ennio alive? Lugano was convinced he had encountered a ghost. Being a sequence 8 of the planter pathway, he was ill-equipped to deal with ghosts. But then Lugano observed Ennio. The brilliance in his eyes had returned. What the fuck? He observed Ennio's ether body no longer as ashen as before, whether it be yellow hues symbolizing the digestive system or the orange hues denoting detoxification. How is this possible? He lost all his organs. Doctor, your treatment worked wonders, Ennio said. I feel like I'm recovering. This was just the initial treatment. Someone's pinpointing the issue cause. That's reassuring, Lugano said. Are you also a believer of the Earth Mother? Ennio asked. I'm not. Spare me the fucking talk. I need to discuss urgent matters with the priest, Lugano said. Ennio nodded. When can I seek further treatment? In about an hour. Thank you, Doctor. Ennio waved. When only Lugano and the father remained, Lugano hushed his voice. How was he healed? Thanks to the Earth Mother, his fortune was favorable. As a doctor yourself, you must be aware that organs can be transplanted as long as they maintain a certain level of vitality. For the ritual to succeed, Prinpino utilized his powers to sustain the vitality of those organs, and the set he employed was extracted from Ennio, eliminating the need to consider rejection. Further, Ennio remained alive, relying on mystical powers to uphold a certain level of vitality. That was also crucial. Did you perform surgery on him last night and transplant all his organs back? Lugano asked. For regular surgeons, this is an operation with nearly 0 chances of success. Even if successful, keeping the patient alive to navigate long enough to navigate the most perilous stage is impossible. But for us, it is quite simple. Indeed. Beyond our doctors like us wield powers akin to miracle workers. Father, I fear I overheard a baby crying again. Has that so-called child of God set his eyes on me? Fear not, child. It is an inevitable repercussion of your corruption. It will dissipate over time. If you are concerned about any unforeseen events or accidents, I can help you eliminate them. Is that so? How? Thank you, Father. Monty gestured for Lugano's previous spot. Follow the believer's example. Close your eyes, listen to my preachings, and pray to the Earth Mother. Remember, specifically to the Earth Mother, no one else. Understood, Lugano said. As the father delivered his sermon, Lugano silently echoed the verses of the Bible. Gradually, his thoughts blurred, and amidst the discourse, Lugano discovered a mother's gentle murmur. His heart tensed, reminiscent of seeking solace from his mother's arms. A blend of dependency, reliance, and sanctuary. Unbeknownst to him, tears trickled down Lugano's cheeks, purifying his soul and body. Done, the father's voice seemed to waft from a distance. Opening his eyes, Lugano raised his hands, wiping the tears away. Praise the Mother! Praise the Mother of all things! In that moment, sunlight streamed through the window, casting a faint glow upon the prayer room, as if heralding the forthcoming of abundance. Listen, I'll say it. Imagine having a fucking experience like that and you go, how would you not believe in God? How would you not believe in God if you've had an experience like that? Like you're like struggling, okay? You're like, oh my God, what a fucking child of an evil God's fucking staring at me. And then you like get the loving embrace for like your mom is hugging you and you're 5 years old again and you scraped your knee. And the corruption washes away. And the sun comes in at the perfect time. You're like, holy shit, brother. God damn, there is a God. The mother has purged your corruption. Tonight, pay attention and see if you still hear the baby. Alright, Father, Lugano said. The next morning, he awoke with a sense of happiness. Throughout the night, he experienced no dreams of a beckoning mother, nor the cries of a child. Filled with joy, Lugano, after serving Ludwig breakfast, hurried to the prayer room. The father gazed at him. Are you interested in embracing the Mother Earth? Me? Are you willing to accept the conversion of a heretic? Lugano asked. In the eyes of the mother, there are no heretics, only children who are or are not willing to return home. Lugano's heart wavered, reflecting his previous actions of merely going through the motions in cathedrals. He hadn't truly believed in any deity. Moreover, if I became a believer in the Earth Mother, I may gain access to subsequent potion formulas and beyonder ingredients from the church. Even if not, I'll surely receive corresponding guidance. The father waited patiently, not pressuring the man. Lugano raised his hands. Praise the Earth, the mother of all things. The father's smile broadened as he extended his arms. Welcome home. Those words oddly warmed Lugano's heart, as if, after years of wandering, he had finally returned home. Praise the Earth Mother, Lugano crossed his arms over his chest. You believe in the source of life, the mother of all things, the propagation of fertile lands, the symbolization of the crimson moon and reproduction. It is so good. The symbolism of the crimson moon just got added like a couple years back. As well as the destination and the starting point of all things. Lugano listened attentively, commuting the information to memory. Though not devout yet, this may become the future sanctuary, recognizing the importance of presenting his good side at all times. Upon returning to the first-class suite, Lugano glanced at Lumion. I've changed my faith to the Earth Mother. As a fellow Intesian, would he scorn me? Then make sure to radiate maternal brilliance. Ludwig is counting on you. He doesn't mind at all, Lugano mumbled. Not willing to let Ludwig go hungry, he embarked on a busy day. Late at night, after tending to Ludwig until bedtime, Lugano pondered briefly and decided to visit the prayer room yet again. He still had to make a good impression. Lugano treaded the dimly lit stairs approaching the prayer room. His footfall grew hushed, wary of disturbing those engaged in prayer and disrupting the father's teachings through reproductive activities with a female believer. What the fuck? You're telling me the father in this case is like, hey, this is for you. This is purely for utilitarian purposes. Goddamn. After reaching the door, Lugano extended his right hand and pushed it open. The door eased ajar, revealing a small gap. It's not shut tight. Is he truly in the midst of reproduction? Lugano cautiously peered into the opening. He observed the moonlight enveloping the prayer room and the father, draped in a brown priest robe, standing before this emblem of life. Folding his arms, the father swayed gently as if cradling a newborn child. But there was nothing in his embrace. Ain't no fucking way. There's no way. There's no way. No. It's a misinput. It's a misinput. You're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding, Kami. No. It's fine. Bro, you're misunderstanding. It's nothing. You guys are misunderstanding. You think Lilith would let her church get fucking run over? Lilith? What are you talking about? Brother. She would run that face. She'd be like, Evernight, get that fucking scythe out. We gotta go kill a motherfucker. Lugano's scalp tingled as he found himself in a surreal environment with the father bathed in the glow of the crimson moon. The crimson moon. It's fine. This is Lilith's baby. Is it Bladel? It's fine. The sight of the priest cradling an invisible baby sent shivers down Lugano's spine. An invisible child? The child of God? The crimson moon is... Nah. Here... No. We're inside the barrier. It's still Lilith. It's fine. Come, you're misunderstanding. Frightened by the association, Lugano turned to shut his eyes before the owner noticed. Suddenly, the father's voice echoed. Are you here for a prayer? Lugano's eyes tightened as if startled by a wild cat. All he could think about was his formidable employer, but what met his eyes was utter darkness. In the shadows, clusters of pitch-black weeds, plump wheat swing in the silence. Lugano's body tensed. Why did you run? The weeds parted, revealing the father holding an invisible baby. Next to the weeds, the oak tree was covered in abnormal growths, forming a chillingly simple, ominous sacred emblem of life. See, it's fine. Do you think fours would be like, yeah, go to the Church of the Earth Mother for help if they were compromised? No, you guys are misunderstanding. You guys don't know. You guys just don't know. It's fine. As the father appeared less than 3 meters away, Lugano swallowed hard, offering a feeble excuse. It's late. I didn't want to disturb you. What did you see? The father, wearing a faint smile, asked. Every hair on Lugano's neck stood. Why are you doing this? We are all the mother's children. Yes, of course. We're all the mother's children. The child of the Great Mother. Great Mother. Although Lugano expected this, his heart skipped a beat. Seeing that the father had made it explicit, Lugano could not but ask, Aren't you a believer of the Earth Mother? The Earth Mother is a facet of the Great Mother, a projection. She watches over the lands of betrayal and the children who have strayed away from the mother's embrace. Lugano swallowed, uncertain on how to counter the father. Having had just joined the church a day ago and attending 2 sermons, he lacked the theological knowledge to challenge such a heretic. Bro, imagine. You're like, bro, I'm genuinely cursed. I joined this piece of shit church. This church that has existed for 1,000 years. And I join it, and of course they fucking turncoat the next day? Bro, this is whack. It's me. I'm doing it. It's like it's like a scene from like a movie where, you know, the main character who's like relatively poor and like unrefined walks into like a big mansion, and the butler's like, this is a family heirloom that has existed in this family, carried by the firstborn son for the past 1,300 years. And then like 30 minutes later, the fucking bumbling main character stumbles into it and breaks it. Like, oh god, I did it. I broke the church, god damn it. He could, of course, deny it. After all, the father's explanation sounded ominous. If the priest's words were true, with the Earth Mother's church's resources and factions, the so-called child of God should have already been born, and the Great Mother would have returned, yet that hadn't happened. The current scene and invisible pressure silenced Lugano. What if he enraged the father? The father continued. All creatures in this world are the children of the Great Mother. Some were conceived by her, and others are descendants of deities, and some, like us, were transformed from the flesh and blood of the Great Mother. We share the strongest connection with her. Internally, Lugano couldn't help but retort, I was born by a mother, not from the flesh and blood of the Great One. Don't you find the Great Mother's believers sinister and terrifying? There's no need to fear the return. How can a mother hate her children? You may not know, but there are many worlds beyond ours. The creatures in those places flourish under the watch of the Great Mother, constantly reproducing and growing. I've never heard of any species being eradicated. Instead, their numbers are increasing. This is how you gotta imagine, like, my parents talk to their children in like North Korea. You may not know this, but there are lambs outside of our own border. They say food is abundant there. No one dies of starvation. Moreover, it is the Great Mother who has granted us life. It is her prerogative to reclaim the life she has bestowed upon us. We should cooperate. The fuck? Cooperate. My ass. You son of a bitch. Lugano wasn't bewitched. He drew his revolver and fired 2 shots at the father. Bro, dude, ain't no way. This guy's, bro, they're gonna get kicked off the ship. This motherfucker's shooting at the priest in his own church. Oh my god, this is so whack. The fuck do you mean? They're gonna get kicked off the church. I don't blame him, but they're gonna get kicked off the church. The priest is so well liked by the fucking... The captain was like getting his, like, no, these guys are fine. And the day after he says these guys are fine, they kill the priest? Yeah, okay, that's gonna go great. Without confirming the effectiveness of the shots, Lugano turned around and sprinted to the edge of the darkness. Though the destination within the depths was unknown, perhaps harboring peril, his staying there seemed even more hazardous. Abruptly, Lugano heard the ethereal cry of an infant yet again. The same he had heard before. Lugano's expression froze, and his pace slowed. His eyes filled with emptiness, and he turned around, step by step, approaching the father. That's our mother. The mother who gave us life. She is willing to accept any who repent, any child who returns home. If she wishes to take back the life she has bestowed upon you, then let her. That is her prerogative. Listening to the father, Lugano gradually developed a strong sense of acceptance. Yes, that is my mother. Why would she harm me? She can take back what she has given. Lugano walked faster and faster until he stood before the father, instantly feeling warmth and relief. Are you telling me this motherfucker corrupted him even more? When he told him to imagine the Great Mother and no one, or the Earth Mother and no one else, he was like, haha, gotcha, bitch. Gradually, he experienced an indescribable moist sensation, as if a kitten were being licked by a female cat. How comforting. Lugano half closed his eyes, and at that moment he heard his mother's favorite nursery rhyme from behind him. Why is Mom behind me? She'd be in front, no? Then he heard his mother shouting, "Don't go there! Don't move! Danger!" Lugano shuddered, his eyes regaining a certain amount of vigor. He saw where he was. The colossal oak tree and moist, warm, squirming flesh around him. Half of his body was enveloped in the flesh petals. This was the motherly embrace he had experienced. Lugano's pupils dilated and a chill ran down his spine. He exerted all the strength he could against the viscous, liquid-covered flesh. The father, cradling an invisible baby, smiled, a return to the mother's embrace. Despair gripped Lugano. He wanted to confront the priest, but having had consumed 2 potions, Planter and Doctor, he knew, apart from enhanced strength and proficiency with farming tools and a scalpel, he lacked the powers to be applicable in combat. These powers included predicting weather, identifying nurturing seeds, treating ailments, and healing wounds. In the past, Lugano had relied on the combat techniques and marksmanship he had learned to match a Planter's strength and firearms. Nevertheless, not resisting at a moment like this meant death. Lugano, an adventurer with a history, faced immense fear as he fired at the father and drew a scalpel. Weirdly enough, I imagine it's terrifying as fuck if a lunatic just pulls out a fucking scalpel. Like a guy's got a knife and you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a fuck. Motherfucker pulls out a scalpel, you're like, yo, does he know what he's doing with that thing? Hold on, what the fuck does he have that? In Lumien's first-class cabin, Lumien, still engrossed in the Dutney's textbook, heard a knock. Perplexed, he stood up and opened the door and found Ludwig. Ludwig spoke gravely. Lugano has encountered an accident. Save him. An accident? Knowing that Lugano could still hear the baby's cry, Lumion discreetly heightened his vigilance and attention on his servant. But how can an accident occur when Lugano had entered the Earth Mother's church? Ludwig continued. I couldn't sense his scent after he entered the prayer room. What scent? The scent of food. Jesus. Bro, he's a dog. Lumen stretched his neck. You sniffed his scent. What's so weird about that? If he dies and you're busy, who will assist him in getting food? Fair. In the darkness, enveloped by the weeds, Lugano's scalpel sliced through the air, attempting to strike the father. The baby's cries echoed once again, leaving Lugano in a daze. With the invisible baby cradled in his arms, the father manifested on the colossal, illusory oak tree. Do not resist. We originate from the mother, and we shall return to her. Just as the priest, with clear eyes and a warm smile, finished speaking, a knock on the door reverberated. Upon hearing the polite knock on the door, Lugano had an inexplicable thought. How polite to knock at the door in such a situation. He sees Lugano as food? No, he said like, yo, I gotta know if this motherfucker dies, cause like, yo, what if I get hungry? What if I get hungry? All children recognize their mother by scent first. That's fine. Lugano is basically Ludwig's mom at this point. Yeah, but he also said like, if he died and you were busy, who would feed me? That was his main concern. You streaming? Yeah, Chris. Stream all through this week. Maybe not Thursday. Maybe. I don't know. There's a car meet on Thursday. I might want to go. It's at like 7 p.m. I don't know if I want to go that late. Because then, even if it's like 3 or 4 hours, I get home at like fucking 1. And then I got to work the next day. Fucking cringe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeet. Alright, guys. That's it. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Yeah, food reserves. Fucking your food reserves for your cat. Alright, that's it, boys. Bye.